E noi siamo in diretta questa sera insieme ad un'autrice fantastica. Stiamo parlando di Penny Culliford, che ha realizzato un ottimo libro insieme a Tricolore Theatre Company. Stiamo parlando di un bambino di nome Porro, o if we're gonna say it in English, a boy called Porro. Welcome to London One, Penny. How are you?
Thank you very much, Rosita. I'm fine, thank you.
So we can actually say that the event on 11th of November finally has been sold out. It's a fantastic news.
Yes, we're very, very grateful for the support of the London Italian community with this. So it's hopefully going to be a wonderful event, and hopefully lots of adults and children will come along and enjoy what we're putting on there. So.
Exactly, perché l'abbiamo detto tante volte, we said it so many times during our press review in the morning, that on 11th of November all of you can actually come at 6:30 p.m. presso Casa San Vincenzo Pallotti, dove c'è questo evento, la presentazione di questo libro. Guardate qui, abbiamo il libro, the book, A Boy Called Porro. And actually, Penny, can you please explain to us how everything started? Because the first time I had the opportunity to heard this beautiful story, it was basically a show, a theater show.
Yes, it started as a stage play. So we had the idea of a little boy called Porro, and he had all these various magical adventures, and it's a story of self-discovery. So Porro learns to love himself and to love other people. And
right.
Yes, it started as a show. We had a wonderful puppet made for us. So Porro was actually a puppet rather than a real child. The rest were actors, adult actors. And yes, it was a lovely show that we did at the Pleasance. In fact, it was almost exactly 4 years ago. Yes, November
I remember
19. That. Yes.
So on the 11th of November, you're going to be with Gloria Danili, who is basically the children's book author as well.
Yes, we're very privileged she's able to come along, yes.
Perfect. But can you explain what's about this book? Why it's so special? And I think it's not just for children, but also a reflection for adults.
Well, one thing that's so special about it is it's completely dual language. So a lot of dual language books are for very much younger children. So they're picture books with the story in one language and then the other language. The difference with The Boy Called Porro, or Bambino di nome Porro, it's about the end of my Italian, is that it's completely dual language, and each facing page, so it's a much longer story. It's not technically a picture book, although it has got some lovely pictures in, again from alle. So you can read the story in both languages. So if you read it in Italian, you'll have the next pages in English, and
nice.
You can compare the languages, and it's beautifully translated by Lucia Morciano, and We've gone beyond just a translation or transliteration. She's brought her own literary skills, so it works as a wonderful story in either language.
And there are some illustration as well, because Dilara Arin was basically the person who decided to illustrate the book. Look at that, and the children can color these illustrations.
Yes, yeah, we've had little pencils and things. So, yes, we've tried to really bridge that sort of junior school age with this book. So you've got 8-year-olds who might enjoy colouring. You've also got 11-year-olds, some of whom also enjoy colouring. But it's not a sort of toddler book. It's not for little children. It's not for sort of under 5s or anything. Although there's no reason why the story can't be read to younger children if they're not able to read the words themselves. But it is aimed at 8 to 11-year-olds.
11 years old.
11 or 12, yes.
11 or 12.
Yes.
Ok, facciamo una piccola. I'm gonna translate a little bit what we've been saying so far to our Italian listeners. So è un libro speciale dove c'è una vera e propria riflessione che tutti sono invitati anche a fare su quello che è stata la nostra adolescenza. I genitori possono accompagnare quindi anche i bambini nella lettura e far capire determinati passi, determinati episodi che accadono a questo bambino. We can say that Porro is also a victim of bullyism.
Yes, so he has another boy in his class who bullies him. And it's a really interesting one because obviously it's something that happens in schools. Porro's way of dealing with it is sort of keeping his head down, keeping very quiet, just trying to keep out of the way. But through the story, he actually learns to accept himself, learns not to accept bullying, but manages to turn it around and actually ends up facing up to his bully, and they become, well, I don't want to give away the ending of the story, but should we just say there are some big changes in Porro's attitude towards himself and
That's quite interesting. Ecco, all'interno di questo libro, che io credo sia anche un viaggio all'interno dell'adolescenza di qualsiasi tipo di bambino, perché è un libro che è addressed, indirizzato a chi ha 11-12 anni, si fa vedere come Porro reagisce al bullismo, e se prima in una fase iniziale si chiude in se stesso, guarda magari sempre a terra, non cerca di affrontare la realtà, la bruttissima realtà che è costretto a vivere a scuola, invece poi ad un certo punto cambia la sua attitudine di affrontare il bullismo. Insomma, una storia veramente fantastica, dove i genitori anche devono essere protagonisti, because I think that one of the most important thing is to talk between people, talk to our kids, because most of the time even the topic of bullying is not addressed even in schools. I think there is still a lacking of dialogue about this subject, and we need to insist to make education a safe place. And it's quite discouraging most of the time, acknowledge that in schools we still have this kind of brutal episodes that can affect our lives and the life of our kids. Penny.
Absolutely. I mean, I used to teach, and I think one of the most important questions I asked any child who is being bullied is, what would you like to do? Because I think the minute you take it out of their hands, you then lose, they lose that agency. They're not able to sort of, you're taking away control from them. So it's ideal to sort of say to them, what would you like to happen? And then help that to happen. So it might be, I just want it to stop. And then you can discuss ways of making it stop. Or there was one particular young girl many years ago. It was right at the end. She was almost ready to leave the school. And she said, I just want to be able to talk about it. I don't want you to talk to her. I don't want the end of my school career to be, defined by this person who's bullying me. But I just want a safe place and a safe person to go and talk to. And much as I wanted to go and sort of say to this other girl, don't do that, she'd asked me not to, so I respected that. And she said we're going to different schools. I'll never see her again, and that was her solution. So.
Ecco, vedi, questo è come ho detto anche a Penny, l'importante è parlare anche tra genitori, con i bambini, soprattutto i bambini che vengono bullizzati a scuola, perché una delle cose che bisogna arrestare sono proprio questi episodi terribili che possono avere un'influenza veramente spiacevole, negativa sulla crescita di una persona, perché sono dei traumi che noi ci portiamo dentro, i bambini si portano dentro, e inconsapevolmente poi escono fuori quando si è adulti. E ha raccontato Penny anche un episodio di una bambina, perché lei era un'insegnante che ha deciso addirittura di lasciare la sua scuola che stava frequentando perché era bullizzata, e Penny ha detto: cosa vuoi che accada? Ecco, chiedere ai diretti interessati cosa vogliono realmente che accada affinché tutto questo dolore possa terminare. I think it's one of the most of the beautiful question that we can say to our kids who are bullies. So something that will be also showcased, I received some comments from Nadia. I will say hello to Nadia, who is the representative of Tricolore Theatre Company. London Book Fair. So the book will be at the London Book Fair next year.
Yes. The publisher, we're very, very grateful that Be Strong Edizioni decided to take a chance on us, because, as I say, this is the only one we're aware of that's for slightly older children, that's completely dual language, that's not just quite a young children's picture book. And yes, they've been very supportive. They've helped us in the whole production of it. They've managed to produce this beautiful large book. And yes, they're hoping to be at the London Book Fair, which is next March.
Exactly. And I also want to remember that this book was also showcased and presented in Italy at the Salone del Libro di Torino quest'anno, quindi è stato veramente un ottimo successo. Quindi pian piano we're gonna see that this book, I hope, is gonna be the protagonist of some of the schools in England. I think it would be fantastic to have it in the schools in the UK. Do you think it's going to be something that will happen?
Oh, I hope so. It's all about getting the word out, letting people know about it. And, that's why we're so grateful, for people like yourselves who are helping us to do that. Yeah, we'd like to see it in English schools. We'd like to see it in Italian schools, because obviously the story works just as well in Italian.
Yes.
And it's available in Italy and, in fact, throughout Europe direct from the publisher. You can get it from their website.
Yeah, exactly, because also the Italian people in Italy can also learn English very easily, because they have the translation on the next page. So I think it's a good opportunity for them.
Yes, exactly that.
Penny, thank you very much. I think we're gonna see you next Saturday, 11 of November at 6:30 p.m. At the Casa San Vincenzo Pallotti, and we're gonna see you with Nadia, Gloria Danili, and all the people who are gonna join us as well at the event.
And you'll get a chance to meet Porro himself.
Exactly.
As well. Can I just explain how people in the UK can buy the book?
Yes, please. Yes.
Just through Tricolore's website, which is www.tricolore.org.uk, and there's a place you can click on to buy the book. So if you're in the UK, you can buy it there. And we just want to get the word out, and we want people to buy and enjoy the book. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Penny. And I will see you on the 11th of November in London at Casa San Vincenzo Pallotti. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I look forward to it.